Friday.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's Friday. Hot Boy Shane the Cannibal, Mike G. We found something today, folks.
We did.
Oh boy, did we ever!
Fine. You know what we glossed over?
Something
The fact
sick.
that I'm wearing a fucking bandana.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
You guys like it? Should I take it off?
You
It's
kind of
something.
look like this chick that was in Hell's Kitchen season 4.
Was she
Bushy
hot?
bandana?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like that, except red.
Oh.
She kind of had the hair like you had.
I see some cheesy grooves over there. That's got me excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk. We found something. Found footage. Have we done much found footage on
this
Final
show?
Friday?
I don't know if we've done any found footage on this
This
show.
one I'm trying to think too.
We do love our found footage. This also is a like hybrid creature feature film as well.
Are you saying hybrid because you couldn't tell if it was a creature or a man in a rat suit?
Both, actually. A little double entendre. It was, because it was like definitely found footage, definitely a creature feature. The creature itself looked like some kind of chimera thing that was a wolfman monkey that definitely looks at the end of it, turns out to be just like Russell.
Did you like its tail?
It had rat tail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a really long rat tail, though.
This movie is super interesting.
Interesting is a good way to put this
Yes.
film. Directed by Jesse Eisel. Cool dude.
Cool dude.
Friend
Cool
of the
dude.
podcast.
Yeah,
Jesse.
he's a
Shout
cool-
out, bro.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, so let's talk about it because I think there's a lot to get into in regards to the story. I think the biggest piece is the main character, right? Her and this girl that's on a video chat with her brother,
Yes, the girl, I believe her name was Jenny.
Jenny, and the brother's name is
Jenny, I've
Ted.
got your
and
number.
her name is
Maxie
Maxie.
Pad.
Maxie Pad.
Okay, he does call her Maxie Pad.
So
throughout the
Maxie's
whole movie.
talking to Jenny online, saying that we're going to go on this climbing trip, and I'm going to drop the big news. And apparently, her and Ted were on the precipice of proposal.
Yes.
So you knew kind of right away where this was going.
Okay, so I said the same thing to Mike, and Mike seemed like he didn't.
I didn't see it. I should have seen it. I didn't see
Oh
it.
yeah, I absolutely
I
saw
knew
it.
right
I
away.
was praying though that it was not the case,
Yeah.
and I was praying that she was the creature.
That actually would have been really cool.
Oh, like when they got to like the mountains, that
She's really
like,
that's who she is.
she had a metamorphosis.
And that's what she had to show her.
That would have been kind of interesting.
You like this guy's hair?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very
I know a lot of dudes with that
a
haircut.
lot of guys have that
Yeah, I
haircut.
know a lot of guys with that haircut.
You guys think they had like flat tops in ancient Rome? Like what were they rocking back then?
Don't fucking know.
Like bowl cuts?
Maybe.
Could be.
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I'm fascinated by his hair. Your hair as well, Shane. It's very straight.
Yeah, Shane's hair is the
Yeah,
straightest.
my hair's wild. Okay, so let's talk about Maxie Pad and Ted. They have a very interesting brother-sister relationship.
Supposedly very close.
Too close.
Yeah, very close. Very
Are we
so-
bordering incest? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. Okay. I gotta bring it up, right?
Sure.
Their relationship is very porno-esque.
It is in some regards because like she zooms in on his crotch. He zooms into her eating the banana.
And it's just the way he's like,
She deep
he's
throats
like, I
that
would
shit.
be into this if you weren't my sister. He's like, right, sister. Like the way he like emphasizes sister, I'm like I'm telling you.
So you've
we
watched-
were 45 seconds away from a wow, it's looking pretty big step, bro.
So you've watched a lot of that types of porn?
I'm not gonna say I've watched a lot, but
You've dabbled, though.
I've stumbled upon.
Dabble. Could you deep throat this mic for me?
No.
So I think the big call out here is it does take a little while to develop this film. There's a lot of dialogue back and forth between
Yes. brother
brother and sister, but they're going to go on a climbing trip. And it's made very apparent that he has some kind of past trauma from, I don't know if it's falling from heights or an accident, but it's made very apparent because he's hesitant about going on the trip, but ultimately agrees to go on the climbing
See, I
trip.
felt that because I'm scared of heights too.
So you wouldn't be able to climb up the rocks?
I'm out.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole thing is she's trying. It's weird because she's kind of lying at the same sense because she's like, I'm doing this for you. I want to help you, but she's not.
She's doing it for her.
She's doing it for her
clear
to
the air.
reveal the big secret at the end.
Yeah, she tries to reveal the big secret in the beginning by just putting it on his camera that he always has with him, but she just can't go through with it.
No.
So the trip is going to be the time when they're alone and they could have it out in the middle of the mountains. You know, I just realized something. She might be the worst human on the planet. 'Cause she's making him encounter horrible trauma and then just destroying his life by dropping that hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, she is the worst. She's worse than Russell.
Yeah.
She's worse than Russell.
Russell don't know any better.
I think Russell's misunderstood.
He is misunderstood.
All right. I guess the other thing we should mention is because we've kind of skipped over it.
Oh.
Jeremiah opens this movie. He's this guy who has found, he was on a hunting trip, he said. He found this footage, and he's put it all together for us to watch.
Yeah, it's like
he
that whole thing
seems
where like
to be a little hesitant
To show us the footage.
doesn't
correct.
want to show it because he seems crazy. He's like, I don't even know what to do with this, but I'm going to show it, and he's hesitant, and that basically does kick off the movie. Other found footage films have done stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
What would you rank top flight found footage films?
I don't know. There's a lot of good ones, man.
Okay, like it's tough because like Cloverfield's one of my favorite found
Right,
footage
what was that
movies.
one? John Goodman was in it, I think.
Oh, A Cloverfield Lane.
That
Yeah.
shit was heat.
Yeah, the Cloverfields are amazing. I really like As Above, So Below. I really like people will say Paranormal Activity, not one of my favorites.
It's not one of my favorites either.
I like Blair Witch. I know you don't.
I'm not a fan, but I actually personally, and a lot of people, this is a very hit or miss movie. I love the first Grave Encounters.
Yeah, Grave Encounters are
I think
solid.
The first Grave Encounters is a great found footage movie.
A lot of people like Wreck.
Wreck's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Quarantine's the American remake and not as good as Wreck.
Yeah,
But
and I really like Chronicle. I don't know if you've seen Chronicle.
I haven't seen
Not
Chronicle,
horror,
but
really
As
good
Above,
found
So
footage.
Below is a
It's a
very
hitter.
good movie.
It's straight. It's heat.
It is heat.
He confirmed?
He confirmed. All right. So back to this. They are doing their thing. They're driving the car. It's rainy. They're going to the mountains. This is where he watches his sister deep throw a banana. Like I said, I'm going to keep bringing it up because they bring it up a lot. There's a lot of, man, you'd be hot if you weren't my sister, pretty much. Like, they don't say it exactly like that, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's weird.
Yep.
It's like, if you've ever seen Hellraiser 9, they have this like secret, this like incest
I think I got
subplot.
up to Hellraiser 4.
Yeah, there's like an incest subplot. I was starting to get that vibe, but I kind of, maybe she wanted to sleep with her brother and the fiance all at the same time. Maybe they were trying to do a throuple,
Ooh, a throuple.
That
Huh?
one-
an incestuous throuple.
That would have been pretty tight.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. But
You're
yeah,
harping a lot on this part of the movie,
I think
though.
he just wanted it to happen.
Yeah, he's
I know
he's
Shane very
begging
well.
for it.
I wouldn't go that far, but
They're gonna climb. They're gonna
Yeah.
get there. They're gonna get there, and I think the first thing that they notice is the caution tape.
Yes.
that is cut in half, and she's like, "I want absolutely nothing to do because we can go to another place and just climb fucking rocks."
and
We don't
she's
have to go through-
100% right.
100%. Why would you go through the caution tape?
She's like, we'll drive 20 minutes away. I'm not driving another 20
Well, you like
minutes.
danger.
I live life on the edge of the ocean.
You're on the fringe. Oh, here's the banana.
There's
sucking
Shane
scene.
loves this scene.
I don't, but wait, first of all, let's not talk about this because we need to talk about Mike, who
Huh?
the first sign of danger, he's driving 20 minutes away. He ain't going into the danger.
It's all talk. You're saying?
He's all talk.
I was once going to go camping and saw a sign that said bear left, and I went home.
Because there was a bear to your left.
Yeah, there was bears.
Yeah, for sure. So they're gonna start climbing.
Oh, man.
She's gonna climb. I don't know how climbing works. I don't know how they get the ropes on the top.
Yeah.
How does that happen? You can't just throw it up there, right? Because like you don't know if that's secure or not.
Yeah, I actually don't know either. I don't know the first thing about climbing, so
Brian,
I can't say if
I know you like camp. Are you into like fucking climbing rocks?
No. I like camping.
That's your limit, though.
This is terrifying.
I like hiking.
I love hiking.
Did they ever flesh out why he's scared of fights? I know why
No,
I am.
they didn't.
I'm
He
kind
never
of
says
happy.
it.
We didn't need it, right?
No,
I
that's
feel,
not
I
necessary.
feel like we didn't need it.
I feel like that's more of a device to get them into the woods for her to reveal the secret. It's like I feel like that is so irrelevant, really, to the overall not message, but themes of
So she's gonna climb rocks. Okay, he's gonna climb the rock. It's like about 10 feet. He has tremendous amounts of struggling doing this. Like, he cannot do this.
Oh,
He's dying. I actually thought he was dying.
He had a panic attack.
So Caleb's in the other room when I was watching this, and he was struggling so much. He goes, "Are you watching?" Like, she's like, "Are they having sex in there?" I'm like, "No, this man is struggling to climb a 10-foot rock."
He's just breathing heavy.
Yeah, this man was going through it. Anyway,
Slight critique on this part of the movie. This driving scene,
goes on way too
a
long.
little bit too long.
Yeah,
I do agree
there are
with
some
that.
elements of the movie that do drag a little bit. I don't hate the dialogue. I just think it does take a little too long sometimes.
Well, then you find out the dialogue wasn't dialogue. It's all ad-lib, right?
Oh, yeah, it's completely from the credits of the movie. It was improvised, and I'm like, wow,
So-
they actually do a pretty good job.
That's pretty good.
So that's the thing I will give it. Their conversation feels authentic.
Yep.
And I will give it that, but it goes a little too long.
Yeah, the scene's a little long, but
Yeah.
But
credit to those two, though.
dude, okay, and that's another thing with this movie. It's boring at times, and we'll get into the actual creature, but the acting was actually very on point, I think, from everyone.
Yeah.
And especially Brian's favorite character, who hasn't even come into the movie yet, Namaste.
Namaste is just absolutely an ace in this film. She's hilarious. Absolutely incredible ad. I love how she's alive after getting her intestines ripped out.
My favorite is still going to be Jeremiah at the end of the movie. Everything he is saying, and when he keeps
The forest fire PSA.
I fucking love that scene. It is my favorite scene in this movie. It's so good. Okay.
She's like, you come here on my land. And he goes, she's like, sir, I've never been here before. He goes, no, but people like you.
You have been.
I'm like, incredible.
Oh, I love it.
He's complaining about what? Littering and forest fires.
When he goes off on the gender reveal forest fire, I was freaking... It was so funny.
Yo,
I don't know why.
He makes a great fucking point, though.
No, he does.
Have you seen how dangerous those things are?
And I actually,
Gender reveals?
People will
Yeah,
literally...
people are psychos.
They'll
for
literally
gender
set
reveals.
like their backyard on fire.
my life goal is to never attend a gender reveal.
I think when you do it, just like get a cake and like have the icing be pink or blue.
No. What you need a cake, but you also need an M24 firecracker in there.
Or just
and
like-
it needs to explode the cake.
Or like bring an alligator and like have him
Eat.
fucking eat kids.
That's pretty much how they go. Shit. Okay. So let's hike through the woods, climb some rocks. Eventually, they're going to stop, and he's going to see this figure.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. The first sight of this figure is pretty creepy because you don't really see it. It's
And
shaky.
that's the issue. When you don't see it that much, it looks good. When you get close up,
So, yeah,
it's a man in a leotard.
Oh, man.
That was a critique. So essentially, I like found footage when you can't see things.
Yeah.
I'm like the proponent of like everyone's like, oh, you don't see the Blair Witch. Clearly, I'm like, that's fucking fantastic. Like
Yeah.
it kept me on the edge of my seat the entire film. When I saw the thing like very briefly, I'm like, okay, wow, it's like some kind of like wolf monkey because you really get faded and you
Yeah.
can't see it. And obviously, this movie was filmed on a micro budget. Totally fine. I do like how they shake it and you can't see it. Then, like later on, you do see it very clearly because it runs at them. I do think you clearly see that there's someone wearing the leotard.
Yeah, which is the issue.
And you just get fully exposed, and it is there's like a wolf with an extremely long tail. And then it kind of like makes sense though, also because the ending is just something that I actually didn't expect.
No.
Me neither.
That it would just be a pet to.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. I feel
Jeremiah.
like the sister twist was obvious, but the creature twist was not.
No.
And I like that.
You know what else is a twist? This guy's climbing rocks and hiking in a leather jacket.
Also,
I
in
respect
jeans.
the hell out of it.
Me
In
too.
jeans as
and
well.
really tight jeans. He's got tighter pants than she does.
You would have to shave those off of him to get them off. It's the only way. They're so tight. Anyway, they leave after the first creature sighting, right?
Yeah, she wants nothing to do with it. They both do leave.
Then cut to like 2 days later, and he's like, I was thinking, I gotta go back and see what it was.
After giving it a once over, like I want to go back and I want to meet the monkey wolf.
Yeah. And she's like, that's a terrible idea.
She's like, why would we ever do that?
But he throws some really good, convincing arguments to her.
Like what?
We're talking gas and dinner.
He's like, I'll load up your car with gas. I'll buy you lunch.
Yeah,
That wouldn't get you back into a dangerous situation.
It might.
And then
To be fair, she only goes because she still has to tell him the big secret.
That's why she wants to go. I still don't understand why she had to go there and not versus just telling him in the moment.
I don't know.
Which would have probably changed his whole idea of going.
Okay. Dark turn to the movie. Ooh. She was hoping when she told him
that he died.
Would commit, so jump off the rocks, so she has the girl to herself.
So like kind of throwback to what we talked about last week.
Yeah, pretty much. Dark. Very dark. But that's not what happens. What does happen...
But like really, why does she need him like climbing rocks?
They don't. It's just, like I said, it's a plot device. But I'm glad they go back because they go into the tent that they find. And it is a girl. Okay, I get it. The budget's low. But
claw marks.
The claw marks are not it. Because clearly under the claw marks are just the yoga pants pulled up higher.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, they're like going nuts that the girl is alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dead. But then she like exits the tent with
her intestines.
How long have those been hanging out of her? There's no way she's getting up from that.
It looks like a while. Those intestines look like they're actually dried of blood.
She'd be dead.
Oh, but she's Namaste at 180, I think.
Yeah, it says Namaste 180, Mike. And they're going to get to their car with her phone, and they're going to watch the Namaste 180 live stream.
And I fucking love this part of the movie.
This was good. It's a realistic, of how YouTubers are.
100%.
Yeah, but I do like the element of like them grabbing like someone else's phone and seeing their found footage element. And hers was just basically trying to be an influencer. She had 295. She wanted to get that extra 5 by taking the camp by yourself challenge.
Yes. And I love how while she's breaking her thumb trying to nail the spikes in for the tent, she's 300 followers. I think she's also it was very clear that apparently she's a horrible human being. To her Uber driver getting her there.
Right.
But she kept trying to be nice when she was talking, all about positivity.
I feel like all those vloggers are like that. When Logan and Jake were filming their life every day, every time the camera goes off, they're like, I fucking hate this.
Just kick a minority or something.
Kick a minority.
Big part of this movie, pine cones.
Big ass pine cones. Why does this place got huge pine cones?
Giant pine cones.
Where we live, right? Pine cones are smooth and piney. These look like sharp pine cones.
Yeah, they look
if
like
I threw one of these at you,
I do some damage.
Yeah.
After they watch Namaste's video where they see her get attacked and killed and the creature and all
and
that.
this is where you fully see the creature go into her tent.
Yeah, and
full.
This is the first real close up you get, right?
Yeah.
Full body. I think it goes in there and it kind of rips her apart.
This is where I have issues with the character motivations because I get the brothers I gotta conquer my fear.
It's you're trying to compensate for the fact that you can't climb anymore.
Yeah.
Which is probably true.
It is. Literally, they should have just called the police.
Yeah.
Why run back into the woods? That's actually the worst idea.
Namaste 180 is potentially getting mauled and you're not calling the police?
No, they had to go back and save her herself, which I thought was
his thing. Doesn't he say I'm tired of being a coward?
Yes, but you know what's not being a coward? It's not being a coward calling the police to get help. That's a creature that's never been seen before.
Also, having a very legitimate fear doesn't make you a coward.
No. I hate bugs.
Not at all. Not at all. I don't look at. Also, the thing here is though he's going in there, but the motivation was to get the girl back. He actually just starts bullying the creature.
He does.
He just starts antagonizing.
He starts throwing pine cones at it.
That's what I said about the point. He literally teases the creature with pine cones.
Yeah. He throws it at it, and then this is where he just walks right up to him, roars, and they run.
Yeah, they get back to the car,
and then I found. The creature all of a sudden stopped chasing them.
Yeah, it stops. Yeah, which is weird.
Which makes me think they could have just not been dead.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, and this is what I think I noticed from the ending. I think since the creature was owned by that guy, the creature had boundaries it stayed around, which is why it never went past the caution.
It was
tape.
definitely didn't live in the house. He has its own little shed.
Yeah, but so they were always safe in the car, but then I think they had fully they were going to stay in the car without the keys and figure out in the morning. But then the genius that she is, she's like, this is a great time to tell my brother I've been sleeping with his fiance.
Yeah.
It's not. She said it's going on for a long time.
Long time, yeah. But this is like where he breaks it down. This is definitely also the plot device for more information. 'Cause we didn't know this at first, but he's like, so let me get this straight. Your good friend Jenny of like forever, who I fell in love with, has been shagging you
Yeah.
while I'm about to propose to her.
Yeah. He's like, so let me get this straight. We're sharing the same vagina.
He
And she's
literally
like,
says that.
correct. She's like, absolutely.
Yeah. He loses it.
He's
Goes
like, I
out
need to get those fucking
to the
keys.
keys.
Yeah.
And then
And he tries to get the keys back in the shed because no one's in the shed. But wait, thing grabs him. The thing chases them around for a while.
Gnaws on her leg and his leg.
Nibbling.
They eventually run to a house. They're banging on the door, but while they're banging on the door, Ted gets attacked by the creature. It starts biting his neck. And then the creature's attacking her, but that's when plot twist of the century.
Big twist.
Jeremiah from the beginning of the movie shows up, and he's like, you're on my land, and you're causing forest fires.
Oh, that's a twist. So like when he said, "Oh, I went hunting," and he saw this, so essentially like he didn't go hunting. He went outside.
No,
Yeah. I think what it's supposed to be is he's just trying to make this tape to make people not go to his land anymore.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I took it. So they stop the forest fires.
he also says like the cars they're hearing are like fucking miles and miles and miles away. So
Yeah, like
he's
they're
very
being-
secluded.
Yeah.
I mean, which makes sense because they are traveling quite a while in that car to get there. For sure.
What is the name he has for the creature again?
Russell.
Russell.
When he calls it
Subservient
look,
Russell.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this was supposed to be funny or not.
You found it funny.
Every
though.
time he called this thing Russell, I laughed. I thought it was the funniest thing.
It's his pet.
It's literally his like
It's
house
his pet.
dog,
I
yeah.
know, but like it's such a.
And you name your pet, Shane.
No, I know, and it's a name. I named my hamster Steve at one point.
There you
in
go.
life. But it's just like funny.
Yeah. So this is where he goes on the forest fire PSA. He's sick and tired of people going on his land, and because of that, they're gonna feel the wrath of Russell.
I know.
How does he get Russell? Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
He's just
That's
there.
my one big problem. I wish there was like, how did Russell get there? Why is Russell the way he is?
He is. Yeah.
I would just like to know what Russell was exactly.
What exactly?
He was.
kind
It seemed to be like some kind of a chimera.
Yeah, like a rat demon.
Yeah, some kind of a chimera. But yeah, that's how I took it. You know, he eventually does have them both killed, and then goes back to the beginning where he was just like talking, and he's basically
ends with
like,
a little smirk.
Yeah. So we found something. What are we doing with it?
okay.
What are we doing with it?
Oh. 3, 2, 1. I'm going up.
So
I can't.
I'm going up.
yeah. The movie was definitely intriguing.
Yes.
Intriguing for sure. I think that I think the twist at the end was decent. I think the creature element would have been cool if it was just like you didn't see a lot of it, and then like they really went heavy on the creature taking them out, and it was just kind of like was this, this phenomenon, or that she was the creature, Jenny.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
The twist they went was okay that it was his pet. I'm not the biggest fan of it being because he wanted to get them off the land. It seemed very like kind of general.
Yeah.
I would have liked a little bit more of a tie-in that made a little bit more sense, but
It would have been cool if she brought him there to like ultimately like get rid of him.
That's what I was thinking it was going to be for a little bit. I always had a feeling there'd be a creature, but like I thought maybe the twist would be she also wanted to get rid of him, and she knew the creature was there since she was like a hiker already. But
or how about this one? How about it was his creature the whole time? He knew they were doing
Oh,
this.
he knew
agreed
it.
to the
Okay.
trip,
That's
and then
hot.
he sicked the creature on him.
yeah,
On her, I mean.
all
I like that
interesting.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like our little rewrites. My biggest problem with this movie is just like it's got its moments that I do enjoy, and it's by no means the worst thing I've seen on this podcast. I wouldn't even put this anywhere
No.
near like a bottom
Not even
15.
close.
But it just didn't do enough for me to say like this was different enough to go watch it.
Yeah.
Like, if you've noticed what I've recommended to people, it was either I actually really enjoyed it, or it was so absurdly bad that people needed to see it.
Yeah.
This just happens to fall in that middle ground where it's like, it's okay,
Right.
but it's not anything groundbreaking that I think you need to go see.
On a better, like on a bigger budget and with some changes maybe structurally,
Yes.
it could really be
Because
pretty fucking solid.
the one thing this movie had going for it, the acting was great. It had strong performances that kept
all around. Yeah.
Because that's what, when we do bad movies that we hate, it's always the acting is just the worst thing we've ever seen.
I
Right.
like that Jeremiah smirk at the end.
Oh, it's so great.
It's a good smirk.
Great.
It's a good smirk.
All right. So that's we found something.
We did find something.
We found it.
And you
for
know what?
Sure.
Do you know what else I found?
What's that?
I don't know. Like, I was just like going through BedPage, and I just found this ad for Cthulhu.
Oh.
Because we're doing Call Girl of Cthulhu next week.
What a
You
what a
ready for
genre
fucking
change.
Squid people?
Little HP Lovecraft action.
Yeah, this is going to be sick.
It's gonna be
This is
sick
going to be
is
wild.
a
If you
good way to
like
describe it.
hookers and you like Cthulhu, man, dude, we got a movie for you.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Say something.
Ow, that's my back.
God. I am not ready for next week.
Oh, not me
Tune in
either.
www.thefinalpodcast.com for all of our content. We will see you next Friday.
Show that hole again. Ooh.